Deegan will pull the trigger on the first of our two semi-finals. We are into the business end of the Buildcorp NRC in 2016, and that's going to just hop in front of Sefa Naivalu and fine touch. Sean Maloney in commentary alongside Ben Robinson. Down sideline we have Louise Ransom, who we'll get to in just a second to get the complete condition report as Liafa finds his target at the back. It's Jeffries bring it in, and they just crash it one off to open the angle up for the huge boot of Jack Debrasini, and he'll just go up the middle. Back is Kellaway. He's happy just to carry it back into the defence. Early touch for Kellaway. Now Deegan to FIGG. Lovely hands from FIGG to REECE Robinson, but his feet danced along the chalk and he was in touch.
Put it down.
And a perfect opportunity now to go down to Louise Ransom. Lou, what can you give us around the conditions? We'll get to Lou in a second, Benny. Tuipulotu. Lovely hands from Debrasini to Naivalu. This is a sight. Sefa. Naivalu dummies. Oh, welcome back to the NRC. Sefa Naivalu stamps his class on this one early.
Just too easy. The big man in space. Throws a dummy. Kellaway took the dummy. And Naivalu goes over for the Rising's first of the afternoon.
The hands were so tidy. Tuipulotu straight, and then the lovely tip on from Debrasini, and then that was the end of that. Naivalu raking dummy outside and then steers straight towards the sticks to grab the Rising's first try this afternoon. The conversion is good, and the underdogs lead by the converted try.
Well, the Rising, Shawnee, not known for coming out of the blocks nice and fast. We normally see them in the second half accrued most of their points. Last two times that these teams have played, it was only 2 points in the game. That's good to see. Plenty of tries scored nice and early.
Deegan goes a little deeper with this restart. Debrasini's rushing the kick, and that spins wildly off the outside of his boot into touch. So terrific chance here for the Eagles to hit back after conceding that early try to Sefa Naivalu. To the back they go. Good throw from Latu. Ward, he loves the direct route. Takes play just shy of the 22. Now they rip it. Short side. Horwitz stands to the tackle and goes back to his Waratahs teammate, REECE Robinson. Good lead driving contact, but the body height's poor, and they'll look to make this a maul.
Let it come.
Eventually, he squeezes it back. Good work, Robinson. The captain, Ryan, is met by Jeffries. Deegan. Inside was Kellaway, delayed the pass, but it was forward.
Full pass.
Oh, close on that one. Kellaway looked up, saw some space. Yeah, the first opportunity to attack with ball in. Deegan gets it, and yet just a little bit forward there.
Just as we get set for this scrum, Louise Ransom, what can you tell us about the conditions? Who are they favouring?
Favouring it at the moment, the wind, it's not too bad down here at the moment, sort of coming at the back of the Eagles at this stage. A beautiful day though, what a day for some running rugby. Last time we were here at this ground it was pelting down rain, so this is a much better place to be on the sideline this time around, Shawnee.
I remember it well. Queensland country v New South Wales country last year, and Ben Robinson, it was a cyclone. Suddenly just ripping right to left here at Newcastle, and as
it would have been tough.
Guys getting blown down.
It would have been tough to call the game from down in the bleachers.
Tough. Steve Hawes was sidelined that night. Phil Waugh jumped up into the warmth of the commentary box. Now Latu missing the mark. Toulis, good steal. Ben Gordon went without it. Snowden across to Fanger. floats it over to Debrasini. That's a terrific ball from Debrasini. And English into the backfield. Spins out of the tackle there of Kellaway. They looked sharp early on, the Rising. Toulis, his steal at the line out. Gave them possession, and they've given them this chance here with Tuipulotu. Sliding into the 22. Smith. Lomax. Giant youngster. Ward needs to get out of there. He's slow. In fact, it was O'Regan who didn't spin quick enough, and he concedes a penalty, and most likely we'll see the Rising kick to touch here and look to set the line out and march it on.
One thing I like about this Eagles side is their defensive line. Boys get up off the ground straight away and set a good line. That shows a lot about a team when they can do that.
Have to do a little more of it right now. Under the pump early, the minor premiers. Jeffries. Oh, they go short side. Lovely pop from Fainga across to Liafa, and I think he's good. Oh, yeah, he's good for another 6 points. And the Rising are flying early on.
Little trick play around the front. Fainga comes around, shoots the ball to Liafa. We've seen a few of those this season in the NRC. Entertaining play. Fainga receives the ball and over the top, around the back of the arm. And the Rising, the second try in 7 minutes. How good?
Terrific ball, wasn't it, from Fainga? Just held it up enough to create the room there for Liafa, who did the rest, and now Debrasini looking to ride the nor'easter here. Starts it out to the left, and oh, he's read that beautifully. Little gust of wind tosses it through the sticks, and the Rising lead by 16. It's a dream start for Melbourne, who have been so slow out of the blocks in recent weeks. Their form has been checkered, and that's giving them a huge compliment. Now, Debrasini, that's a tough kick to bring in. He has hit that sweetly, Debrasini. Some excellent touches early on from Jack Debrasini.
Yeah, well, his first 4 kicks off his boot have been spectacular. The countryside cannot get into this game at the moment. They're looking to get in there. The lineout's a little bit off. Tolu's first throw was picked off.
This time it's loose at the back. That's tapped back by Gordon. In fact, knock on. Gold is the call. Tuipulotu, English. Snowden slips the ball back to Lomax, who's met by his scrum opposite. Now Smith, the front rowers getting in on it. Liafa. Nice ball placement. Good quick ball this. Fainga, excellent hands. Jeffries. Forward is the call across to Jonah Placid.
Yeah.
You don't look convinced,
There's
Ben
been a couple
Robinson?
of forward passes. Maybe it's my bad right eye that's got me, but if that was me passing that ball or receiving the ball, I'd be a little disappointed. Oh.
Just a metre forward. Just a metre forward.
Tell you, this battle up front, I'm loving looking at it. Smith against Robertson. This left side, Paddy Ryan there in screen.
Crouch!
Up against Lomax.
Stand up. Boys, let's get set offset, okay? To the left, please.
Well, we've seen Sefani Valu star already after gaining some time in the Wallabies jersey, and there's another recent debutant in the form of Tom Robertson packing down in a free jersey here for the Eagles. Let's see how he goes here against Toby Smith.
Sets! Down this side.
It's amazing being in the Wallabies environment you know, the standard of scrummaging, what it actually does for your game. And when Tommy Robson comes back to today's game, he's going to bring all that knowledge and all that experience that he's learned over the previous 4 weeks. Put into the game there, but I wouldn't say that the conditions underfoot are in terrible state at the moment, but a few scrums going down early on.
Couldn't have asked for a better
Crouch.
track. It is immaculate.
Binds. Sets.
Newcastle have turned it on for this afternoon's fixture between the Rising and Eagles, where Melbourne leads 16-zip. After 10 minutes of play, his Godwin gets plenty on that one. Into the breeze, and Shipley will go back. Shipley looks to push it in behind Godwin, and that'll just check and pull up 5 shy of the line. Deegan, not a bad reply from Deegan either, but he's found Naivalu, who looks to have stripped a couple of kilos lighter. He looks lean and mean, and he's happy to go straight at Perry. Good tackle down low from Rowan, though. Oh, look at this from Jeffries to Liafa. Some real holes in the country lineup, but then FIGG, the throw can go the distance. F to the I to the double G. Sam FIGG taps it down. That is a huge play from Sam FIGG.
You don't see that very often. If you can get a shot of the pass from Snowden here, Tolu Latu just got in his way.
Not in the action of scoring the try, gents.
The try is on the board. Sam FIGG.
He's had some speed, didn't he?
Do you reckon? He looked gassed with about 30 to run.
Bit of sevens background.
I would have hated to have had some dollars on him if he was a horse I'd punt it on, but he read this so
just
well.
getting his way there, and that allows FIGG to get off the line, put his foot down, get his hair waving. He's done there, is he? He had plenty to go.
No, he did not. He's really done well, Sam FIGG, since getting extra game time back in the NRC. You touched on it right there, Benny. Sam FIGG has been doing some good things in the Aussie Sevens squad, but with additional game time back here in the NRC with the Eagles, has made every post a winner. That's a big play, though. Could quite easily have been 8 points the other way. Newsom did nicely from the restart, and now Godwin. That just catches a breeze and spins in a touch. And we'll resume on the 10-metre line. Plenty of points early on. Good bang for buck.
Oh, plenty. With this weather being absolutely spectacular here in Newcastle, you're going to see plenty of points. The thing that's doing for me at the moment is the kicking of both sides, how tactical they are. Depressini with his big boot.
Tupulotu across to Naivalu. They're looking to inject him with every touch, as they should. Debrasini with some room to move on that left side, uses Shipley. Oh, Sam FIGG got in there and disrupted, so the try scorer making some really important plays in the last little bit.
That's what the Eagles needed to do. Get back on the points. Plenty of pressure right on this breakdown. He's done plenty of work at sevens at the breakdown. He gets a good turnover there for the countryside.
It was actually man of the match the last time these two sides went at it up in Tamworth. That was a ripping game. They go short and sharp to the front. That's brought in by O'Regan. Deegan. Perry. Fanger. Nice clean out there from Ward. And this penalty will help relieve the pressure and enable the Eagles to set up camp inside the Rebels' half. The majority of the play has been to the right of our screens, and the Rising have dominated field position thus far.
Yeah, well, finals footy, possession and position is key. Now, no team wants to be giving away easy, simple penalties in their own half, and just allows the other side to come back in. And there's definitely been a swing in momentum. The Country Eagles down by a try, but you know, 6 from 7 for a reason.
Bit scrappy at line-out time, though, the Eagles. They need to get that working a little better if they're going to push their claims for a grand final spot against this strong Rising outfit. Gordon, long ball there to Robinson, looking to get him outside Debrasini. Can't do so, and then Horwitz knocks on, so it'll be a Rising feed to the scrum here. Dave Horwitz, well, he has been cutting defensive lines to shreds this year. He has been the #1 man in terms of line breaks this season.
Seems to me Country Eagles look a little bit shell-shocked at the moment. Balls are not sticking. Very fortunate try.
Fine. Set.
A full arm right off the bat from Graham Cooper. That one goes against Paddy Ryan.
Yeah, left arm going straight down to the ground there. Seemed to me he had a bit of momentum. Normally the referee favours the team with the good engagement or momentum. Just right on the spot there, easy to call it. Good engagement by Paddy, just loses his left shoulder, simple penalty.
Good clean ball from the top, Fainga. Ups and goes again, he wasn't held. 10 metres with ball in hand for Fainga. Oh, they rushed up with Ward looking to put the shot on Debrasini. Eventually Gordon got him. Reed, his first carry, and he's hit by 2 of the hardest hitters getting around. Ward, and now the long ball across. Oh, this is excellent from the Rising. Robinson's got to scoot back and bring in Placid. Fainga. Snowden, Debrasini, Lomax. Bullets a pass to Tuipulotu. Shipley to the line. Shipley, if he could have cleared the pass to Reed, they were in. Now they find Geordie Reed. And he looks like he will be popped in a touch. I think he caught the chalk. Yes, he did.
Yeah, desperate stuff there by the Country Eagles. Paddy Ryan right in the middle of it, rips it out. Geordie Reed gets thrown into touch. This backline, some of their passing from this Rising side has been absolutely spectacular.
Good take from Buchanan. It goes behind Rowan Perry. Backwards was the call, so Deegan crashes it far from his line. They need to get a kicker back there, or they can just go right through with Robertson. Excellent charge from the young prop now. Goblin rushed into it. He gets the kick away. It goes down to Naivala. Does he want to go quick? Yes, he does. Infield to Shipley with a quick line-out throw. Shipley. Oh. Ward caught the ball there. Otherwise, Shipley was through. They try to go quick with English. Now, if the Eagles can shift it, it was on down that right side, but
Play the knock on by Blue.
playing the knock on. Scrum feed to the Eagles.
There's a few boys eyeing each other off out there at the moment. Big Sam wore the number 8. He's having a good look at Shipley then.
It's a massive shot that Ward and Ryan put on earlier. Booming hit.
It's been definitely a reflection of their whole season. This Country Eagles side love to have a big hit. All our Country fans out there love to see a big tackle, big carry. Love to see Tommy Robinson run through the guts. Maybe that's just me.
I think everyone loves watching a big guy cart the ball around. I'm with you. 100%.
Sets.
Gordon feeds. This is a better scrum from Ryan. Now Deegan, straight at the line. Horwitz, as he's done all year, goes right on through now. Slices it off the outside with his foot to Newsom. Newsom beats 1, 2 goes back in field to a runner, but finds English, who is going to try and take it 100 metres. He goes behind his line and he's still going, the captain. English, brilliant in defence. He knocked that back, he reeled it in and then trucked it.
10.
15, and now the penalty comes for the Rising. Oh, that is just wonderful from Tom English.
Where did he come from? They were in for all money. Horwitz, what a great break. And then the left foot grubber. And English, where did he come from?
From the clouds.
Spoke about Tommy before the game, a real rock star of this Rising side. Captain courageous. There's moments like that, you realise why he's captain.
And to back himself to get out from behind his try line. He was pinned on the dead ball. And his good work has brought his side 5 from halfway. Can they counter Sam Figg's try from 5 minutes back? English again. On they go, the Rising. Snowden kicks ahead. Play on is the call. Now Gordon stands and kicks. Looking to get in behind Naivalu. He's going to go back and link with Shipley. The crowd are calling that one forward. I think it was okay. Tuipulotu. Some soft meters for the Rising, with the Eagles not really making their first up shots count. Liafa to English. One-handed ball back in field to Liafa. Kellaway with the knee heavily bandaged. Trying to get through. There was room in behind the line there, but the tackling was good. Now Deegan. Not sure that kicking a Naivalu is such a good play, given the form he's in at the moment. Shipley looking to ride this nor'easter, the breeze, and he's happy just to say, let's just park it there, guys. Catch our breaths, and it'll be the Eagles who resume with ball in hand here.
His sun beaming down on the boys. They do look a bit hot out there. Last phase of play, plenty of phases.
More line-out issues. Latu one-handed. Ball across to Gordon. Godwin. No way past Fainga. He doesn't miss those front-on tackles. Ward. Tuipulotu caught him. Now Newsom stabbing it in behind. Shipley, he goes back, and once more Shipley's happy to put it into touch, and once more Latu will throw the line out. No, he won't. The Eagles will go on quickly. Kellaway to Deegan. Deegan. Oh, that is a superb touch finder from Deegan. Snowden goes quickly, and the Rising finally get it into touch.
This game is non-stop. Finals footy at its best here at Newcastle. And Deegan, pinpoint accurate. Snowden just couldn't get his hands on it.
That's much better from the Eagles line out. Working well on that occasion. Ward. Horwitz again. Horwitz. Charges into Tuipulotu. Robertson in tight. Oh, that's all Colby Fainga. You've got to get rid of him on the first shot, otherwise forget about it. He was all over that one, and the penalty going to the Rising.
Holding on.
A little carry here from Robinson and Colby. arms all over that ball. Such an easy penalty to give away. The disappointing thing for the Eagles there was no one around him. Have a nice, decent carry up the field. You need players right up your backside for that.
He was isolated, and Fanger, he doesn't need to be asked twice. He latched on and forced the issue now to Ipolotu. To Tupai. And the counter pilfer is good. They force a penalty, and Ryan wants to go quickly. Latu back in field to Robinson. Robinson stands by his time. Latu off his hip to Robertson, who does well to hang on to it. Spun out of the tackle there of Reed. Gordon's got no one on the short side, goes open to Deegan. Across to Ward, Godwin, Horwitz now. Robinson, good hands. Little room to move. The Eagles exhaust the open side. And now come back. It's where it all began. Ryan. Kellaway. He'll need some support here too. Perry dances around the tackle of Tupai. The side it comes, the clean out's good, but it's going to come back here for the Rising. Now Snowden to Debrasini. Debrasini probably should have gone to Naivalu, but he has a presence of mind to pop it in field to Snowden. Really hustling here. The Eagles looking to get the Gilbert back in their hands. They had enjoyed a great run of play before turning it back seconds ago. Here's Jeffries. Fanger palms and then gets a lovely ball around the corner. Backwards is the call from Graham Cooper. Godwin looking for the mismatch, and he beats a front rower initially, and he's still going here, Godwin, into the 22. Deegan sits wide. And wide again, they go to Robinson, the speedster. Look at him open up. Robinson puts it into the pay zone. And it's 16-14 with a kick to come.
Great work there, Country Eagles. Their fans are behind them up here in Newcastle, and they're really backing themselves here. Gordon with a great shift. Deegan, great ball from him as well. And the pace man, REECE Robinson, gets it down in the corner.
What about the width on the pass from Deegan? Horwitz to Robinson, the Waratahs and Randwick teammates. In fact, 3 Randwick players combining right there and bringing a crucial try for the Country Eagles. Execution.
One thing about this Country Eagles side is you cannot write them off anywhere. Paddy Ryan, the captain, the loose head prop, quick tap from halfway on the front foot, and look where they are now.
Tough kick this for Deegan from out wide, with the breeze blowing across him, and it's good. Super hit from the kicking tee. Deegan levels it up. They've come back from 16 down to be all square with 28 minutes of action behind us. Debrasini goes long with the restart to Newsom, and he's happy to chance his arm with ball in hand. Shipley. He's caught by Figg. That's a nice low chopping tackle from Figg, and Shipley's lost it. So a golden chance here with Kellaway, and the Eagles looking to go back-to-back with tries.
No.
Gordon across to Deegan, pushes it in behind Robinson at full tilt. Robinson gets a little hop into the basket, and in 2 minutes, REECE Robinson has 2 tries.
You cannot stand up here and not have a big smile on your face for this countryside. Just some great play here. Deegan, little grubber through, and the first try scorer of the day gets his second, REECE Robinson.
Talk about how fit Sefa Naivalu's looking after his time with the Wallabies. Well, with increased game time, increased exposure in the 15s game, REECE Robinson looks tuned up. He looks ready to head to Melbourne for the Spring Carnival, and Dom Shipley looks the opposite of that. I hope he's okay, Dom Shipley, but that knee is heavily bandaged, and I think the shot from FIGG buckled him. Hate seeing injuries around the knee area. Now Deegan looking to extend the lead, can't do so. 22-16 the score stays. We'll get an update via Lou Ransom for you around Dom Shipley. Here's the tackle that led to Dom heading off. Oh, he just got hit.
Yeah, he's grabbed that left knee straight away. As you said, it's never good seeing a player injured, especially when they're grabbing their knee.
Shoulder to knee. And that turnover resulted in an Eagles try. Here's Newsom. Newsom slides past Smith. So all of a sudden, it's the Eagles with
Take him back.
all the momentum. They trailed by 16, now they're up by 6.
Out now.
And they are running into the nor'easter here in Newcastle as well, so that to look forward to in the second half. A little breeze at the back, in fact a strengthening breeze at their back.
And Jakey Gordon giving Fangel a bit of work on his hands there. As you said, momentum swing, or momentum shift to this Country Eagles side. They've last 30 minutes, I reckon, they've been absolutely on top of everything. Turnover ball, set piece play now.
Latu finds Buchanan, and now Deegan, who's really starting to grow into this game. Newsom, he's thrown over the touchline by Naivalu. I don't know that he'll be running that close to the touchline with Sefa lurking again.
Yeah, great ball and all tackle. Well, Michael Checker and the boys up in Wallaby camp will be looking at that game. Yep. It's impressive stuff.
Toulis shoots forward out of his hands. Reed came through to clean up, but we're going to play the knock. Both sides really putting some pressure on at the set piece. The lineouts have been hard going for both sides in this first half.
Sure have. I think the thing for me is the turnover ball. The Eagles, as soon as the ball's turned over, they shift the ball, shift wide, and they're making space, making breaks straight away.
Fine. Sets.
Godwin now links again with Deegan. Horwitz, again they push it in behind. Here's Robinson pushing through after it, but English was there for that one, and Naivalu looks to step over the top of Kellaway. He caught him. Kellaway, good tackle. Reed slips out of the back of the hand. Oh, that had to go, and it did. Here's Liafa lurking on the right wing. FIGG looking for the steal. He's knocked on. The crowd here in Newcastle, they wanted a penalty, but FIGG has knocked on. Couldn't get a clean shot on that one.
say that the ball wasn't released. I think Fig had every opportunity to grab that ball.
Well, we sadly saw Dom Shipley leave the field moments ago, and Lou, you've got an update for us around what's wrong with Dom?
Yeah, certainly do. Not only left the field, but they took him into the sheds. It looks pretty bad, guys. He sort of broke down when he was on the sideline. I've been told it is a knee injury. He's had it strapped. He's got it strapped today. It's the ACL that he's had previous issues with, so I don't think it's very good news for Dom Shipley at all.
That's not what you need if you're the Rebels coach Tony McGann or the Rising coach here, Zane Hilton. Dom Shipley, such an explosive winger and fullback.
5, 6.
Back in the sheds. Hope it's nothing too serious. Snowden now to Debrasini. Debrasini, the flat ball across to Tuipulotu. Naivalu, he's been a highlights reel all to himself. Naivalu, he created room for Tuimalia Lifano, and he missed the mark. The Eagles go quickly forwards. Nice long-range touch finder. That'll help relieve issues at that end of the field. Oh, Naivalu, he has just been irrepressible in this first half.
Well, the man opposing him there, Rowan Perry, he is no slug. Pushes up in the line, cannot even get close to him.
Just asking to touch too much on the outside with the pass. Jeffries rakes it in. Gordon, he is one dangerous open field runner. Here's Paddy Ryan round the corner. Fig. Oh, mama! Paddy Ryan, are you kidding me?
Oh, wowee. Jakey Gordon, Paddy Ryan, Fig, take your hat off. That was something special. Where does Paddy get this from? I've never seen him practice that before.
From a prop to Fig. Have you ever thrown a ball, anything like that, Ben Robinson, in a game?
It normally comes off my elbow, goes forward, and it's a scrum. And I try and turn over the scrum, but Paddy Ryan, that's going to go in your highlights package, mate. Good Tamworth boys. Mother and father will be watching from up there in Tamworth.
Deegan.
No.
To add the extra 2, can't do. So, and it's 28-16. The Country Eagles have scored 28 unanswered points against the Rising. In Fig, he has got 2. 2 tries. Debrasini, here he is, the try scorer. Fig. Look at him go. Fig is in everything. That's going to come back though for Naivalu. I think Latu knocked on, and yep, that's how Graham Cooper saw it as well. A little knock on there from Latu, but Fig, wow.
He's got his hands in everything at the moment, doesn't he? Saying before, it's amazing. You step up to the next level, whether it's Super Rugby, whether it's at the Wallabies level, you bring back so much experience, so much talent to players around you.
I can't get over that pass from Paddy Ryan. Props landing around the corner offloads like that. Oh, it's magic.
I'll give Paddy a call tonight about 11 o'clock, and it'll be one of the greatest passes ever a front rower's ever thrown.
9.
It's right up there.
Just trying to think, there's a few front rows have done some spectacular things. A few drop goals back in their days. I know Daryl Gibson, the Waratahs head coach, is a big one for skills. Even for the kids at home, that's what you learn at a basic level. Catch and pass, that's what wins you the games. It's not normally from 1 to 3, it's normally from 4 backwards.
They can do it all. Debrasini, he switches to Tom English. The inside backs from the Rising have been working beautifully. Debrasini now to Smith. Ryan and Latu team up to make the stop on him, and the Eagles look to have turned this. They have. They've got numbers to the left. Naivalu holds his space really well there. Robinson grubbers through. Deegan's on the hunt. Debrasini, such a big, rangy fly half. He's hard to drop with the first shot, and just brought enough time there for the Rising. And maybe now if they can shift at the Rising. Couple of long balls here would make things interesting. Good pick up from Debrasini. Now with Tupai. Tupai goes one wider, and they are stopped just shy of the halfway, and then they catch the touchline. Excellent scrambling defence there from the Eagles, and that'll do us. 44 first half points. Some cracking tries here in Newcastle, where it is the minor premiers up by 12 against the Rising. They were down 16-0 after 7 minutes of play, and then went on a points scoring run to the tune of 28 to set up a healthy halftime lead. Are we looking to shore that up early on in this second half? Great take from O'Regan. Read that exceptionally. In the breeze, brought it in. Now Deegan, cross to Kellaway. Kellaway to Godwin.
Hold 15.
He kicks ahead, and they get a good defensive chase, which forces Debrasini into the return kick. That's going to go backwards in the end, into the arms of Reed. In his blind spot was Figg. Oh, that is going to pop back for the Rising. It looked to be going the way of the Eagles. They do nicely, the visitors. Lomax. Two enormous humans colliding there, Lomax and Ryan. Now, Debrasini. He needs some runners. Tupai over clubbed on the outside, left Debrasini hanging infield. Smith. Latu looking to disrupt. Great work from Robertson. Here he goes, the prop. It's been a prop kind of day so far. There goes Tommy. Now Latu, another front rower. Clears it to Robinson. Robinson just buys some time to get the support runners in and around. Now Ward. The afro over the top. He's called out of the play, and Gordon will find Deegan sitting wide. Robertson again. That was ripped out by Tupai. Did a great job to disrupt and pull it out of the arms of Robertson as he was falling to the ground. So no damage done for the Rising on that occasion. Taken back's the call. So Placid can't put it out on the fly. He goes right up the middle of the field. Newsom. Gordon to Latu, has Kellaway inside. Now the one-handed offload to Horwitz, who couldn't hang on. And will pack the scrum, but they're really showcasing their skills and their working contact, promoting the ball. Here's another look.
Talking about showcasing skills, Sam Ward, he's been absolutely outstanding, the number 8. Makes a big tackle. Tom Robinson on his feet. For me, this has been the difference all afternoon. The defensive work of this Country Eagles side. And Sam Ward, don't you just love it? A big guy gets up, lines him up, big hit. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, he knocks him over, knocks him good. Sam Ward, the number 8 for the Eagles. With and without the ball, he's very damaging. Robinson takes this one on the fly and finds Kellaway. Kellaway, he burns English on the outside. Kellaway, that is an excellent run from Kellaway. Deegan. Deegan dummies at the line now. Perry with a clean out. They enjoying some good passages of play here, the Eagles. Ryan, the touch up right on that occasion. Ward. Forwards.
Out now, thank you.
FIGG. 2 tries in the first half. Deegan. Deegan a little wider to Godwin. Godwin goes short. Here comes Newsom in off his wing. Support runners arrive late, and unfortunately for the Eagles, it's come loose. Tupai is jarred by Tolu Latu. That might have been touched, so we potentially have a line-out throw here for the Rising. No, for the Eagles and Latu to get us back underway.
I just love the confidence that the Eagles are playing with at the moment. Every player, 1 to 15 at the moment, happy with ball in hand, happy to shift around. And the fans are definitely getting a show up here in Newcastle.
Jeffries, good steal at the front for the Rising. That'll need some work if they do move on to the grand final. The Eagles, line out, struggling. Debrasini, sharp ball to Navalu. Lomax went for the quick pick and drive, but knocked on in the process. Defence hanging tough for the moment for the men in gold.
Yeah, just a pack of dogs around that breakdown, aren't they? Hands all over the ball, legal hands. And when there's so much pressure around the breakdown, errors start occurring. Disappointment on the Rising boys' faces. You know how good they are, Sean, in this second half, the Rising. The likes of Debrasini, English. It's not right off their bench as well. We haven't seen many of the bench players come on yet.
$12 points of difference. 34 to run here in Newcastle, where it is the New South Wales Country Eagles being awarded the penalty at scrum time.
There's a good shot of Tommy Robinson with his heart rate monitor on. Feeding some information directly back to the medical staff and shipping all the way back to Michael Checker. See if his heart is pumping up there. But this momentum has been all the Country Eagles, I'll say, since the 20th minute mark.
It's a good TP. I think it was the intercept try for FIGG. I reckon that was the definitive moment in this match.
Well, I spoke to Paddy Ryan last night just about the belief that these players actually have in each other. You can actually see it on the field at the moment, getting off the line, making good tackles and backing each other.
Good sack from the Rising, shutting that rolling maul threat down, and now it's slow coming out, and the Eagles are bunched. Ryan. FIGG trying to slide through. Deegan. Oh, Horwitz disposed of Snowden. Deegan. Long ball to O'Regan. Nothing doing on that far side, so Deegan dances in and around the defenders. Godwin, long ball to Perry. Tupai, great shot down low. Still the Eagles. Here's Horwitz. Horwitz switches late to Robinson. chasing his third for the afternoon, Robinson.
What's Gordon, Toby?
They go short to Robinson.
Go right, Tyrell.
Inches shy of the line. Ward offloading at the line to Godwin, and a better play for Ward just to go himself, the bigger man.
Go, Johnny, go!
Deegan. Ryan. Away they go again. O'Regan does the rest. That's how you finish. That's how you round out phase after phase. The Country Eagles are doing it superbly.
O'Regan, his first start back since injury. That's how you do it. That's how you play rugby. Jakey Gordon, the master, looks up. O'Regan, nice, great low body height. I've said it before many a time. Get a big guy that low, that hard of the line, you cannot stop him.
No, there'll be some very, very interested onlookers catching this broadcast all around the country regions of New South Wales, a little further north from here in Newcastle, where we are, a bit further up the coast, up towards Darren Coleman's home ground, southwest Rocks, back towards LOUISE Beach. A lot of avid country fans in and around there. I can promise you that, Ben Robinson. And they will be smiling wide with the side leading by 20 points after being down by 16 after 8 minutes of play.
Plenty of water out in the country at the moment. The boys are loving it.
O'Regan, the try scorer. Ward to Godwin. Goes to Kellaway, back to Godwin. Godwin stabs it in behind for Newsome. And at the last minute, it's just hopped over everyone and into touch. That would have been a special 6-pointer.
You know what pops into mind? Globetrotters. They are generally pulling out some amazing, crazy efforts of rugby here. Oh, that ball just had to bounce a little bit lower. We might have seen his first for the afternoon.
They're just combining so well, the Country Eagles inside backs, and they've got support runners everywhere to lean on when they get through the line as well.
Crouch. 5.
There's a look at what we've got coming up tomorrow afternoon as well. The Sydney Rays hosting the Perth Spirit at Pittwater Rugby Park from 3 p.m.
Stay 9.
That'll be a belter. Hard to split both those sides. Perth Spirit have been in excellent form in recent weeks. The Rays have dropped just one game all year, and that was to the men out in the middle here today in the gold jerseys. Debrasini will find touch. Does Kellaway want to go quick? Yep. Quick line out to Robinson. We'll come back for the penalty for not rolling away in the ruck. But Latu, gee, he's had a number of good touches today as well. Ben Robinson, the hooker for the Country Eagles, has been prominent with ball in hand.
I think if Darren Coleman looks at his 1 to 8, there's not many players there that would say they've had a quiet game. I think Paddy Ryan stepped up, Tolu, big Tommy Robinson, and FIGG. We've mentioned that name a lot this afternoon. He's been outstanding.
Smash, Scully, smash. Eddie, take these. Zoe, what's the front? Timo, what's the front?
That's much better at line-out time from Latu and O'Regan. Spot on that time round, but the counter from the Rising is good as they look to hold that run, but now the Eagles steal a couple of metres. Latu's 5 short. It'll squeeze back for Deegan. Crossfield kick for Newsome. Too shallow, the kick.
Just on the 5 metre.
Placid brought that in very well and going to come all the way back for the penalty.
Yeah, you got to love that advantage ruling.
5 blue collapses. Oh, sorry, entry.
It allows good number 10s to look up, see what's in front of them. It's always good seeing a good crossfield kick. 2 opposing wingers going for the ball.
Under the pump here, the Rising. Can they hang tough and look to force their way back into this one?
Tell you what, I'd always like to have a prediction of what's going to happen.
Crouch.
But this country side, I cannot.
Binds. Sets. Use it.
Deegan switches to Horwitz. Debrasini met him. Good tackle, Debrasini. Ward chopped by Fanger. Now Reed comes away with it and kicks downfield. Naivalu is hunting. And now getting it back and reloading and going to Reed, who eventually finds Newsome, who puts some footwork on Tuapolotu. Ryan, look out, the roof will come down if Ryan goes in. He's FIGG. Intercept after intercept. Baldwin. Ward gets pinged there, not releasing.
Yeah, a bit frantic last 5 minutes. This ball has been in play a hell of a lot.
Okay, 20 points the margin here. With the Country Eagles up over the Rising. The quarter of the game to run in Newcastle as the Rising go with the no lift option at the line out, and it pans out okay. Tupai. Debrasini to Tom English. Shrugs off Horwitz and then gets caught a touch high. They won't have to roll here. It's unfortunate for Tom English. He tossed away one defender, and then at the second shot, 2 gold jerseys gobbled him up, kept him upright, and that means the scrum fee will go to New South Wales Country.
Yeah, you can see how frustrated English is there. Wants to get his team on the front foot. Shrugs off, Horwitz. As I was saying before, just the Rising struggling for options, struggling to know what to do. Speak about momentum in rugby. 6 from 7, this country side is. The Rising have had a few on-off games in the previous 4 games. And it tells out there at the moment, doesn't it?
Crouch. Bind.
And the one game that the Eagles did drop was against Queensland Country, where coach Darren Coleman had opted to rest a number of his frontline players. Blood a couple of guys, increase some minutes for some of the men who hadn't had too many involvements this year. So that loss. Albeit not looking good on the ladder. Has actually freshened these guys up a touch.
Imagine getting that conversation from Darren. Just resting you, mate. You're doing well.
You're undefeated. Take a break.
I'll tell you what, I would want to be out there for every single 18 minutes I can possibly be.
Jake Gordon does. Look at him palm off a couple. Gordon still going. Gordon gets there. Jake Gordon. This competition is his playground.
Talk about leg drive. The number 9, his legs were going a million miles an hour. I spoke about how good this number 9 is before the game, and just look at this. 3 guys around him, and no one could stop him. He is a talent, and he'll be a talent for a long time to come.
He's beaten 3 guys for that score. That's his 8th try in his last 4 games. Incredible.
Some of our great number 9s we've had in Australia. Georgie Gregan, Willie Genia. They've got a great passing game as well as the chance to carry the ball and carry hard as Tommy Robinson, the big tight end, comes off the park.
Deegan's conversion misses the mark, and it remains 42-16 to the Eagles.
Number 3, Tom Robinson has been replaced by number 9.
We saw glimpses of how good Jake Gordon was going to be through the NRC last year with the Stars. What about this from Placid? We'll come back to Jake Gordon in a moment. Can the Rising pull up a couple off the deficit? Valentini on the field.
Leave him.
Just watch out for the number 20 from the Rising. He is 17 years of age. Can he get a touch here? Face ball across the front there of Valentini. Placid holds a pass up for English. That's a huge counter ruck from the Eagles. I thought they might have been from the side. I think they may have been a touch lucky there. It matters not, though.
Oh. The breakdown, the defence has been the reason why they're 42 points up this afternoon. REECE Robinson looks up, finds a space with Paddy Ryan. And there's not much you can do there if you're the Rising. 17 years of age.
Yep, I want to get a shot of the Rising number 20 for you in just a tick. Rob Valentini, 17 years of age. Welcome to the show, young man. Already signed a full contract with the Brumbies, 2-year deal. They've recognised his potential. He's a wrecking ball. Can we get a little boom here? Nope. Out the back it goes to Debrasini. English. English can hold his head high after his performance today. Fager.
Advantage. You get a number for me, Ed?
Mecha. Debrasini intercepted by Robinson, who thought he was off for his 3rd try, but they're going to go back to the penalty, and they get marched here, the Eagles, for a bit of back chat. Sam Needs doing wrong by referee Graham Cooper.
That's the problem as a bench player. When you come on, you try and overplay your card, try and do too much. You definitely don't want to be a passenger out there, and you definitely want to pick up the standard, but Sam Needs doing a little bit too much there.
18.
Brought in well by Fango at the front. He's Reed. Reed will get over the line and get it down. Geordie Reed around the front of the line out brings some pay for the Rising.
Yeah, great comeback from the Rising there. Geordie Reed, his 5th NRC try. We saw a little Jimmy play down the front today. But Reed, the big man, gets it over. And as we know in NRC, you never know what can happen. With the game this close, 42-22 with a kick to come.
It'll be the biggest comeback in the history of the tournament if they were to find a way. Deborah Sandy, this will help if it gets there. Yes, it does. 42-24. With 15 minutes to run. 9 tries in total.
Good crowd up here in Newcastle. The fans have definitely come out. We reckon about a couple of thousand.
Couple of thou. Be a big crowd tomorrow as well, I'd say, at Pittwater Rugby Park. They've been very well supported this year. The Rays have done a great job of incorporating
Come on, mate.
involved with the Rays, and their side has responded with some brilliant rugby this year. They will host the Perth Spirit. Tupolotu, late switch to Naivalu. Valentini. Fanger fills that one and goes past forwards. Reed. Cross one more, and it was a big tackle that stopped Maloney. Toulis. The runners on the outside didn't get the memo from Debrasini, so Valentini has to hurry back and bring it in for the Rising, and just a little bit unorganised for the moment. Reed looking to find some metres in and around the ruck. Out the back from Saliva. This is going to bring additional pressure for Valentini, who does a good job to tidy up. Just a slow-moving gold wall left to right for the moment. Can the Rising break them? Saliva.
Just one out rugby at the moment. It's very easy to pick off the defenders. Not much flair from the Rising at the moment.
Eventually, they're just going to kick possession back to the Eagles, and has actually gone out on the fly. Placid's filthy, and we're going to come all the way back just past the 22, and it will be the Eagles hopping onto attack.
He's got some subs, mate.
With nothing to play, nothing to do. The kick had to come. A bit too much. Placid.
Dave Horwitz is rewarded for his outstanding game with an early shower. Also on the field, Tommy Cusack, formerly with the Aussie Sevens. Another former Aussie Sevens player, Con Foley, going around the Murray for the Rays. These guys have made a big impression. Baldwin. Fanger got a shoulder on early, and then he kept trucking Baldwin. Here's Roberts with a pickup. Roberts to Robinson. And he's in a touch.
They're a big fan of that shift play, aren't they? Hit up a big centre in the middle. Get the number 10 to come around the corner. See REECE Robinson. just put his foot into touch. Great work from the assistant referee there.
Tuipulotu, he's met by Cusack, and also on the field looks like Fanga as well. Robinson goes to the air. This is going to ask some questions for both sides. Well taken, Snowden. He's held up though.
Oh, that's great work there from the Country Eagles.
So they held him up in the tackle. They created them all, but because it was off a kick, that means the Rising will be the ones feeding the scrum. That was swirling left to right for Snowden, and he positioned himself beautifully to bring that one in. Free kick here for Jake Gordon. He spins it back to his forward pack and says, guys, have a dip. They weren't up for it.
Give it to Paddy Ryan again.
Scrum? Oh, scrum.
What do you expect from the front rower, being a captain? Pack it down, boys.
Maintain your weight.
It's been a very fair and close battle up front from both sides. No one's really got the upper hand.
Set! Use it now.
What can they get cooking late in this one? Deegan to Kellaway. The Eagles take it on and then knock on. Roberts couldn't retain possession. Oh, that's charged down. Paddy Ryan with a no-look 30-metre pass back to Deegan, who does similar to Roberts.
You call that the shovel pass.
Godwin, Fig. Baldwin, durable little back rower he is. That's going to pop up into the arms of Godwin. Just ricocheted left and right, and now Fanga has popped up on the scene. I thought that ball actually caught Cooper, our referee, but he's called it forward.
We're doing some subs.
He's keen to get the game, Cooper, potentially.
What are you doing there, sir?
You got to catch it. You can't knock it down, Fanga.
You good?
Big roar for Paddy Ryan as he comes from the field. He loves his country folk, Paddy Ryan, doesn't he? And he'll be thrilled to take the final to Tamworth next week.
Yeah, he's had an outstanding game this afternoon. Paddy's led well from the front, carried well, defended well. And he's had one amazing pass.
Sets!
Try assist for Paddy Ryan. Who'd have thought it? Good set piece play from the Rising. Takes play up past the 40-metre line.
Play on.
Valentini just swats away a couple. Cusack's got to come back for a second. Look at him, he's still going, Valentini.
20 gold offside.
Oh no, it's compounded. It's a penalty as well against the Rising. Debrasini's caught one flush on the chin. The old no-look Falcon. Don't see too many of those. Kellaway skips out of the tackle of Placid.
Offside.
9 inch.
Just get it wrong on that occasion with Adams. Misreading with the outside runner. Fanger. Oh, he went to Gordon, who was on track for his second of the afternoon. He looked up, saw the line open in front, and cha-chinged it.
I think we might have seen 2 Falcons in the space of 2 minutes.
I've got to see the Debrasini one again. That was a pearler.
Is this the Falcon here? Oh.
16.
Let's just say that was a definite Falcon.
Debrasini, well, he has been very good today, but that's not something he's going to want to look at too many more times. Caught him flush on the side of the cheek.
Yeah.
All good.
You look back on that Monday morning. Yeah. That wasn't a good afternoon, was it, in Newcastle?
Come back on.
Down by just 18 points here, the Rising. If they can conjure something up here, go long range, that'd certainly make the last 5 lively. But you'd say they've got to score from this scrum. Just 15 out from their own line. Jeffries brought down by Macaulay. Placid dinking it through. It's a well-weighted kick, and the pass on the outside to Tuima Lealiafano was good, but eventually it goes into touch, and there's a penalty back. 15 in from touch after the Rising kicked that ball away, with the Eagles looking to go on quick.
For me, this is the difference all afternoon. 3 players all around the Rising. 5 players there now. They've just had more energy. And it's showed definitely in the scoreline.
Congratulations to Newcastle Rugby as well, who've turned it on this afternoon. Late notice. They have delivered, and so have the players in the middle, who've put together some brilliant tries here in Newey. Crossfield kick from Adams is a little too shallow. Fig tried to launch over the top of Jeffries, but knocked on.
I'm quite shocked. How come they didn't come off? Seems that Fig, you see him down at the moment. It's not a good sight. He's had an exceptional game.
I think he's just exhausted, Benny. He's been everywhere this afternoon for the Eagles.
Would have expected to take him one-handed. A little flick around the back. Yeah.
So that's how it lines up. Next week, we are off to Scully Park, Tamworth, where it will be the Eagles taking on the winner of the Rays and Spirit. Can't wait to get back to Tamworth. The guys are up there for this corresponding round game this year between the Rising and the Eagles, and just had the time of their lives up in Tamworth. Benny, you know Tamworth well.
I know it very well.
What are we in store for?
Oh, you're in store for a good afternoon of football. Home of the Magpies and the Pirates. Some good breeding ground of some great rugby players over the years.
Yeah, looking forward to your company next week on Fox Sports. We've got a triple header kicking off with the women's Bledisloe between Australia and New Zealand, and that's obviously followed by Bledisloe 3, Wallabies and All Blacks, and then Buildcorp NRC. Gee, hard off the back of that one.
An afternoon of great footy.
Just park it in the couch, shore up the remote, and away you go.
Crouch. 9. Set. Oh, please. Oh, and down. Slide out. Right.
Debrasini. It's a nicely constructed play for Silify Liana. Rising, they won't win this one, but can they put a smile on their faces with a 6-pointer? Just lessen the blow a touch. Reed juggles it at the line, and then he's gobbled up by Baldwin. Debrasini out the back. Oh, Fig raced up like he did earlier today. Now Placid, who's going to give Jonah a hand? Roberts makes the tackle. Jeffries, again they rush up. Debrasini floats it over the top. Silify again. Ballatini. Jeffries to Debrasini. What's he going to work here? The little chip kick, and it's brought in with ease by the Eagles.
He's going to take the tap.
Just a bit of a breather.
Didn't have much doing there, Debrasini, and eventually Adams swallowed that up, and that will now kick to touch. Quite sure that'll be a Rising throw to the line out.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yep. Assistant ref gets it right. There's a look at the breeze that the Eagles have been working with this afternoon. Beautiful ground this year in Newcastle. Their sports ground oval number 2.
Stunning.
Super spot, Newcastle. If you've never been, spend some time. Fanger. They go high on him, looking to rip it back.
6. No, ball's here.
Reed. Just 30 seconds to go in this one. Our first semi-final of the 2016 NRC is going to go the way of the Eagles. How can they round it out, though? That's the question. Godwin. Good pick and go there from Faenga. Godwin again. Godwin. Oh. Shape to pass, couldn't clear it to Baldwin. Reed plays that one on the ground. Gordon. Gordon ups and goes again. Gordon has McCauley inside, now finds Godwin, who is buried by Naivalu. Long ball to Faenga. Faenga pops to Newsom. He's driven back. Needs. Short side again. The Eagles ice it. And Jake Gordon's the man who plants it down He's got 2 this afternoon. The try-scoring machine is ticking over beautifully.
Yeah, red hot. Jakey Gordon sets it up as well. I thought he could have gone himself here. But the Eagles backing their interplay, backing their passing. Plenty of players around the ball. Options are plenty. Fanger looks for a crack. And then Jake Gordon, the man of the moment, the man of this NRC competition, goes in for another special try.
Perfect way to
Thanks, Jack.
cap it. Gordon going in for the Eagles. This to make it 50. They trailed by 16 after 10 minutes of play, but they will run out huge winners. The New South Wales Country Eagles end the Rising season. The Eagles are off to the big one. Winners here, 50 points to 24.